Hello everyone, I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm extremely sorry if my sound sounds really staticky. I'm not sure if something's wrong with my computer, but today I'm going to discuss the 4 major annual festivals. There's 8 in all in Wicca. And I'm going to be talking about 4 major festivals in the Wicca. One second, let me do something really fast. Sorry, my husband. Okay, so 4 major annual festivals. Now there are 8 in all. Let me go through all of them with you. Now, if I'm correct, there. Spring equinox, Beltane, summer solstice, Lumas, fall equinox, Hallows Eve, winter solstice. I believe that's all. Okay, so I wrote some notes down so I wouldn't kind of like freeze up on the camera because I tend to do that sometimes. And I'm a great speaker when I'm in front of people and everything, but sometimes I'll just like lose my train of thought, and I don't want to do that, so I keep notes to make sure I'm on target. Okay, so I'm doing the 4 major annual festivals or Sabbaths. A lot of people get a little confused, but in the Wiccan tradition, in our sense, Sabbaths are like our annual festivities. Our represent and celebrate the wheel of the year. Now that's birth, death, and rebirth. We represent this with the earth, with the god and goddess, and I'll explain that when I go through the 4 major festivals with you. There are many different ways people celebrate this, but I'm going to be telling you the most common and well-known ways. A lot of people celebrate with different things, ceremonies, and it can be confused with Christian holidays. Like many religious holidays, they all have stuff in common. It's pretty normal. And you'll probably end up seeing that when I explain it to you in some sense or form. So, just letting you know. Okay, so I'm going to start with Imbolc, which is February 2nd. It goes by many names, such as Candlemas, Imbolg, with a G, not a T, Bridget's Day, Lupercus. I never heard of that, honestly, but when I was doing some research, I found it. Candelaria, Festival of Light, or the Feast of the Virgin. Now, Imbolc represents, the womb, basically, Mother Earth, and the belly, as it's called. It's when God fertilizes the goddess, they make love, and the sun fertilizes the earth. So, and if you think about it, the sun fertilizing the earth around February, you're thinking, oh, that's spring. So, it clicks. It's the stirring or oncoming of spring, basically. It's so beginning of spring and new life. So that's pretty cool. It's when everything's fertilized, and that's when all the little seeds are fertilized. Flowers, they're not blooming yet, but they're fertilized. This is time for inspiration, purification, and change. Wiccans usually use this time for initiations, so it's pretty interesting. Let me go on to my next one. Beltane. a lot of people see, like, if you go to a Renaissance festival, you see a lot of stuff. Beltane, it is a pagan, Wiccan, Sabbath holiday, if you want to call it. But, like, more than just our religion recognizes this holiday, which is pretty cool. If you go to a Renaissance festival or you see some shows on TV, you see the maypole with the ribbons where people pull. Well, that's what Beltane is. It's also known as Rudmas, May Day, Fairy Day, Old Beltane. A lot of these have different names. Gaelic, Saxon, or Celtic, they all have different names in different senses, regions around the world, so. This represents God coming into manhood. He's becoming a man. He was a young God, and he's becoming a man. It's when the god and goddess fall in love, and the goddess becomes pregnant, which means new life. This is Imbolc, it's actual spring. So, Imbolc is the very oncoming set of spring. And then Beltane's like, ooh, spring, let's celebrate. So, this celebrates love, passion, vitality, and it marks the onset of summer. Celebrate great fruitfulness of the earth. So, amazing. It's a traditional holiday for Hamptons, which, if nobody knows what that is, it's when two people vow together in front of the god and goddess with their blessings, like getting married. So it's a perfect time for people to get married. This is when you see the maypole with ribbons, sometimes with certain colors to represent the god and goddess, but you'll see a lot of people dancing around the maypole with the ribbons and jumping over broomsticks. So. Okay. Sorry, I hurt my foot earlier and it stings. Okay, so now let's go to Lunasa. Now, Lunasa is like, I don't know how a lot of people pronounce this, but the way it's spelled and the way I was always saying it growing up was llamas. Not llamas, llamas. But it's known as Lunasa, and it celebrates the harvest on August 1st. It's kind of like our way of Thanksgiving, in a pagan, Wiccan sense. It's our Thanksgiving. Let's see. It represents the plants of spring dropping their seeds, and God begins to lose some of his strength because when there's less daylight and more nighttime, so he starts getting a little weak. It's when we give thanks to everything that we have and then make offerings. Sorry. This represents us surviving through the winter, and it also represents the end of summer. A lot of people celebrate with a sacred feast, which will have a lot of corn in it, such as corn muffins, corn. I'm sure you understand that one, but it's basically what Lunasa is. We have Samhain. And I saw this at a poll at a school I'm going to. I love you guys, you taught me a lot. October 31st. It is one, from a poll that I saw, it is pretty much everyone's favorite holiday. It's my mom's birthday. Well, she was the 30th, but it's still considered my mom's birthday. It's everyone's favorite holiday. Who doesn't love it, you know? It's it's also known as Shadow Fest, Halloween, All Hallows Eve, and Feast of Apples, and many, many, many other names. Samhain is pronounced Samhain or Samhain, which I actually didn't know that either, so that's pretty cool. I was like really, that's just really cool. I didn't know that, and you know, I've been like learning and researching into this stuff since I was like 8 years old. I'm 20, and it just amazes me how I just keep on learning some interesting stuff, you know? Okay, so which represents the end of summer, the time when animals are killed to ensure food through the winter. Of course, we don't kill our animals anymore unless you raise your animals and practice this holiday, but it's habit. But that's basically the background of it. It represents comes with death and honoring our ancestors, and not just their ancestors, but I'll get there later. Life and death are very close at this time. It's when you look back on the year and rid your weaknesses, and then you give offerings to the dead. You celebrate ones who passed, friends, ancestors, pets, family, elders, everyone basically. It could be anyone that you want to celebrate. You can actually, Wiccans or pagans sometimes invite them to attend the festival. Everyone sees these. You see jack-o'-lanterns, and in our sense of Sabbath, you see bonfires, cider, and a lot of cleansing rituals, because you're ending the year. You're getting rid of your weakness, and you're going to be cleansed and starting. So, as we saw, birth, now we're seeing death. She's passed, and actually I remember reading a book when I was like 14, 13 that my mom had, because she used to practice. And it was pretty interesting because you learn about jack-o'-lanterns, and that jack-o'-lanterns, you know, have scary faces because they were known to scare away evil spirits. There's a lot of old traditional interesting facts behind Halloween on how trick-or-treating became popular. Like pagan or Wiccan sense, back in the traditional olden days, they used to go door to door and trick-or-treating, and they would gather stuff up for the ceremony. So they would come to your house and get whatever you have, food, whatnot, for the ceremony, and get it ready for the ceremony. And then there's other traditions I've read about where if the kids were pretty bad back then, where if they didn't get anything that they wanted, trick-or-treating in a sense, that they would actually ruin your crops, your animals. They would let your animals free. They would destroy your crops. But I like to look at more of the positive things than the negative things in tradition. So it's pretty interesting though, and I love it. And this also is the time where you see, well, you don't see it anymore, but they used to go jumping into the harvest, like corn maze thing, with a broom, and it was a way of celebrating the come of harvest and all that amazing stuff. So pretty interesting. But these are the major four salads festivals. And I'll do the minor video. And I hope you heard all of this. I'm sorry if it's staticky, but subscribe, and I'm going to be making more videos. Hopefully, if I can ever get a camera other than my phone, I can make better quality videos. But thanks for watching.